Hey, so I have a question for you today, and that is, how is your gut garden? I am Megan Goff, Diamond Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and today I want to talk to you about your GI tract and how your gut garden is the root of so many things. And having a healthy gut garden is the key to overall health. I'm a crunchy mom, and I love to garden with my kids, but this idea of weed, seed, feed, and protect and how it relates to your GI tract is something that I love to talk about and I love to learn about. I did want to offer a quick disclaimer. Plexus does not claim to cure, heal, treat any sort of disease, and anything that I share on this video is simply based off of my personal experience and my own health journey. And so I wanted to remind us that bloating after a meal, excessive gas, sour stomach, food allergies, food sensitivities, headaches, all those things are not normal. It's actually a sign that something is not quite right in your gut. And so I want to talk today about how to bring gut health balance. Now remember, your gut health is the root of your immune system. It's often called your second brain, and it's honestly been hijacked by environmental stressors and toxins, birth control pills, medications, excessive amounts of sugars that are a lot of times hidden in our foods. And the idea that prolonged stress really affects all of our body systems, but it especially affects our gut. And so we want to maintain a healthy balance in our gut, and having 80% good bacteria is super important. But so often what happens is it gets flopped and we have 80% bad and only 20% good. And so when I think of my garden outside, my vegetable garden, my flower gardens, I want to see healthy, vibrant plants growing, not crowded out by weeds and all those negative things what you don't want to see in the garden. Same thing applies to what's going on in our GI system. And the weeds that happen in our GI tract are things like candida overgrowth. Also there's something called leaky gut syndrome and the gut-brain connection, which I would highly recommend that you go and research. But gut health very much has links to our emotional health, our mental health, behavior, both in adults and kids. And the way we assimilate foods and absorb our nutrients, that is so, so important. And so today I wanted to come to you and talk about a certain set of supplements that Plexus has called the Triplex system. And it's actually, I'm going to talk about the Fab 5, which is Triplex plus 2 other things. So when you help your body get what it needs, guess what? Your symptoms go away. I cannot believe it's that simple, but I will say from my personal experience, that is so true. And I had issues dealing with mold toxicity and autoimmunity. And so it's very exciting to me that something that simple could revolutionize people's lives and really bring about huge life change. So I did want to talk about first these 2 little supplements. I call them the weeders. Okay, so this idea of weed, seed, feed, and protect, that's what the Triplex system, the Fab 5, help us do. And so Probio 5 is what I call the Superman probiotic. And not all probiotics are created the same. Okay, there's something that 30 to 40% of the population has, and that's called candida overgrowth, which basically means that there is an overgrowth of yeast in the gut. And so things like excessive sugar, that all feeds that yeast overgrowth, and we start to crave it, right? And so having a probiotic that helps to eliminate candida is so important. The reason why this is so unique is because it has 4 beneficial bacteria strains plus an antifungal, and it also has a beneficial yeast plus enzymes. Now, that is a power-packed little probiotic. And I will say, when we feed the good stuff in our gut, it not only seeds, our gut health, our gut GI system with really good things, but also, I would say almost more important than feeding it with good stuff, we also need to be getting out the bad. And that's what this little guy does. It helps to break down those yeast organisms and get rid of them. And now that's what this BioCleanse does. It's the sweeper. So this is the scrubber, this is the sweeper. So as this is killing off the yucky stuff in our gut, BioCleanse helps move it along, helps sweep it out. Now, God designed our body to be detoxing on a daily basis. And the way we detox is through our sweat and also through elimination. And you want to be eliminating at least 1 to 3 times a day. That's so important. so many of us are holding on to toxins because we're not going to the bathroom often enough. And so this is a gentle daily cleanse. It's not a laxative. It's not like milk of magnesia or anything like that, but it is a magnesium source. It's a very highly absorbable form, and it's a gentle daily cleanse. And these two things help with nutrient malabsorption, because often what happens is when the candida overgrowth is, inside of our intestines, that creates a film and inhibits nutrient absorption. The next thing we're going to talk about is the vital biome, and this is our seeder, okay? And it's going to seed our gut with good, healthy bacteria. Now, it's good to vary your strains of bacteria, and that's what this does. It's a 20 billion CFU count, so it's a pretty high count. It also has clinically proven strains of bacteria that help with mood stabilization, feelings of depression. It's an anti-anxiety probiotic. How awesome is that, right? I take it in the morning on an empty stomach, so that's super important. It helps me stress less and helps me rock out my mom life with excitement. So that's super important. The next thing we're going to talk about is feeding our gut. And now I'm going to talk about two things. These are our Plexus Slims. There's two Slims now. This is the cornerstone product. Both of them help to regulate blood sugar, but one of them, called the Microbiome Slim, this one helps to fertilize the good bacteria, and it has a good prebiotic strain. That's so important. The HC Slim, the Hunger Control Slim, has a really great fiber in it, and that helps to help us feel full so that we're not craving junk like we should. But I do say that this one binds to water, and so you want to make sure that you're drinking high amounts of water, actually with both Slims, but especially with the Hunger Control. Now, both help with glucose metabolism. If you have not researched how insulin is your master hormone, and that helps to balance, when you start regulating insulin, how much that helps hormone balance overall. And I will say, a lot of people notice very subtle differences when they start this Plexus Slim, but an uptick in your energy, better sleep, and reduced cravings is a lot of times what people report when they start this. And now, lastly, we're going to talk about X Factor Plus, and this is our protector. Now, this is a multivitamin, multi-mineral. Wonderful thing about this, and what makes it unique, is that it is fully methylated, so people with the MTHFR gene can absorb these B vitamins. And there's also a patented aloe blend. And when you're taking a vitamin, what do you want to do with it? You want to absorb it, right? And so that aloe blend helps to absorb 300 to 400% more of the vitamins. So it helps your body assimilate that. It's a very bioavailable form. And also it has black currant, which is a great source of antioxidants and iron. And there's also a polyphenol blend that my friends that are 40 plus absolutely love, because it helps with hormone balance and hot flashes and symptoms related to perimenopause and menopause. So a win for sure. And also, I'll just say that polyphenols also help to feed your good gut bacteria. So there's a lot of things going on in this. So your gut is the root of so much. Core health is where it's at. I'm excited for you to try the Fab 5 to weed, seed, feed, and protect. Guys, that's where it's at. Have a great day. Bye.